foreseeable future. It's for tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Albert's for the Sparks night in the TD Garden in Boston night in the TD Garden in Boston, home of the Celtics. Tip controlled by the Sun. They'll have to start the fourth and final period as well. Here's Ledger Walker to Lacan. Lacan on the deck, and the layup good.
What were we talking about before the game started, Rashawn, is exactly that. How well she plays against LA, and off to a great start there.
Ray Burrell there with the driving. Just getting going in Boston. Lacan looking for the jumper there. Nelson Adota the offensive rebound. A cutting Ledger Walker unable to get the layup there, but she'll be out tonight as well with an ankle.
This will be the first trade for Moen for E-Dub. We saw her roll the ankle late against Washington the other night.
Walker, 76% foul shooter, able to get them both. You see Ray Burrell handling the ball here early for LA.
You'll see a lot of different people handling the ball tonight, just trying to get this team organized and attack the bucket.
Morgan in the corner, right back to Atkins, slot three, in and out.
Ariel Atkins really struggled to score the other night in DC, her former team, and she comes up a little droopy.
Wow.
Looks like she rolled the ankle a bit.
Yeah. Already short-handed here, and Atkins putting up a little lip there. Here's Burrell, and that bucket is good. So Ray Burrell went scoreless in 15 minutes. That was the very first game ever played at the TD Garden. First WNBA game that is played at the TD Garden.
It just feels like Ray Burrell's going to have to play some heavy minutes and really be aggressive looking for her offense.
And there's Nelson Adota there. Look at their numbers from the last game with that double-double with Nelson Adota. Former draft pick of the LA Sparks is Burrell misses there. Here's Ledger Walker. Miller pulls up, elbow, and watches it drop.
A nice job. Just a quick deficit for LA.
Sparks coming off that 80-70 loss Saturday at Washington. Here's Ogumake from the corner. That won't go. Atkins is there. So good to see Ariel Atkins get that rebound. And
for that shot, instead, just her 180, she's just really seeing the whole floor.
Chloe Jones as well to lead the Liberty to the win. That was Saturday. Here's Lacan. Looking to turn the corner. Got away with the hook. The kick out Nelson Adota. And the line drive shot goes through.
Lacan's doing a nice job of finding her teammates off that baseline drive.
Morgan. Here's Burrell finding a crease, and Burrell to the cup. No, but gets the whistle. And was on a standard contract ahead of the Washington game, and now she finds herself here in the starting lineup. Time now for Mary's.
Hate the paint, B plus 10. Really important to be aggressive. Touch from the 10 players that will play in this ball game.
Morgan gets it right back from Ogumake. Here's Morgan using the high screen. Kick out Burrell. 7 on the shot clock. Burrell working against Miller. Looking for some room. Dumps it underneath. 2 seconds left for Hamby. Off balance. The hook won't go. And Ledger Walker there for the rebound. They hit ahead. Here's Burke ahead of the pack. Able to retain the possession. Now pulls up. The meaty won't go. Rebound tip block to block, but it goes right to Hamby there in the corner.
Nice job by De'Ara Hamby getting back on defense.
Atkins stolen away here by Burke. Shovels to Ledger Walker in transition against Ogumake. Goes right at the future Hall of Famer and gets the layup to go.
Versatility.
Hamby between the circles. Spins, uses the left hand there against Nelson Adota and gets the bucket to go. First scratch.
Takes it to that and then backs it back in where she is at her best.
Ledger Walker finds Burke. Ball loose. Burke on the deck to get it, and we're going to get a tie up here. As we get our first look at Kate Martin. Martin has been out of the lineup for quite some time. Missed the last 9 games for LA.
Chance Gray on the floor as well.
as Hamby gets to the bucket.
Great start by De'Erica Hamby and Ray Burrell. Gonna lead hard on those veterans.
Rivers gets the bank. Burrell on the spin. Burrell in the paint and tied up there. Hits the deck. We're gonna get a jump ball.
Comes, she's just spraying it and finding her teammates, doing a nice job of really just continuing to elevate her play during a very difficult season.
Alyssa Peely checked in during that timeout for LA. Here's Burrell with it up high. Ogumake comes to set the screen. And Ray got stuck in the air there, stolen away by Beers. Here's Rivers with the pace up the front court. Misses there, and here's Burrell. Ahead of the pack there is Ogumake, and Nneka gets the easy deuce.
I love coming away with some easy points
tonight for Ogumake. 17-14, Connecticut with the ball in the lead. Just under 4 minutes to play here in this opening quarter. Sun playing this game in Boston as Beers gets that one to rattle home.
Oklahoma started her college career at Oregon State.
One of the true crimes of women's college basketball that Oregon State team got broken up. I digress. Here's Peely. The back door, Gray. Gray leans with it and gets it to go.
What a beautiful job of handling the contact, but what a beautiful...
Sparks, 14 of their 16 have come inside that painted area. Miller will try the mid-range, and that's good from Diamond Miller. So she's up to 7 now. Ogumake, good step through.
You know, Rashawn, you know it comes...
Beers ahead of the pack. Beers spinning on Peely and finishing with the left.
You're a young player and you have the opportunity. There's no Leah Edwards. You get minutes, go out and make it count. And that's what Reagan Beers is doing right now.
Look out, gonna push from behind here. But Ogumake will get their first rest. Hamby and Atkins back in there. Gray too long on the 3. And Nelson Madonna goes up high to get that one. Sparks down by 5 here. And Martin leveled there by Beers, no whistle. And Gloma into the game for Connecticut. And we're going to foul underneath Peely and Beers.
Good.
Nelson Adona spins middle, the fall away. Pretty move there by Ono. She's up to 6. Nelson Adona. She's at 10. Her role has increased through the years. Hamby misses there. Lacan back into the ball game. And throws that one into traffic.
The angle and coming away with a steal.
Atkins being hounded by Rivers here. Peely looking to set the screen. Pocket pass. Peely leaning, couldn't get the leg. Guarding for a 3rd consecutive year. We start the second quarter here on Spectrum Sportsnet. Sparks down by 7 as Park missing the layup there.
Connecticut just scorching in the first quarter. 12 of 15, 80% from the floor, and that's been the difference.
Sparks 8 of 17 in that first quarter. Here's a rip there, hands of Hamby. Morgan with it the other way, no advantage. So here's the trailer cannon, that 3 off the mark. And Ledger Walker will have the rebound coming the other way for Connecticut.
I like the patience by Morgan there. It was 1-on-4, just relax, wait for some teammates, don't force the action.
Sparks still looking for its first 3-point make of the night. Now 0 for 5. So Ledger Walker gets
Tier 3 over the next 4 years. Boston and the Connecticut area will no longer have a team in the W.
More into that New England region did the Sun, playing home games as Atkins comes up with another steal there. Home games in Boston and other parts of Connecticut as well, playing in Hartford. And this one, last touch. And I know Boston is an area that's been clamoring for a WNBA franchise. There was talks once upon a time about Connecticut relocating to Boston. But instead, the Sun going to be moving to Houston beginning next season. And a nice defensive play there by Ledger Walker.
takeaway. And going to work down low. Three of the Houston comments, it's a pretty special place.
Certainly is. Three-pointer, Angloma won't go. Sparks down by 8. Here's Morgan, making her first career start tonight. Morgan with the crease, the layup, gets the bounce. She is more of your prototypical point guard in this day and age where you have a lot more combo guard. NCAA in assists per game a season ago.
Was really well coached throughout her college career. At Georgia Tech and Kentucky.
Here's Rivers attacking.
Electric.
And the lead is now.
She can take off and get up around the rim. Reminds you a little bit of Ray Burrell.
Absolutely. Hamby. And a block there by Nelson Adota, but a foul. As for one of the...
It's just a beautiful thing to watch from E-Dub.
Lacan back in there. Lacan 2 points, 2 assists on the night. Miller lines up a 3. And rebound is off the park. Here's Morgan. Has space. Morgan off the window.
Yeah, I do not want to be the point guard. Ledger Walker misses the layup.
Morgan back the other way. And another tie up here.
It's a great job.
Everybody. And Rivers winning the tip there. Here's Lacan, a speed dribble. Lacan with a crease. Lacan the layup.
And her speed is not equal to most speeds. She's got another gear.
And speaking of another gear, Morgan shows hers there. They have it.
Her third game in the WNBA.
Rivers missing there on the mini. We talk about the pace in which Morgan plays with. Sort of her own. Yes, it's been early, but haven't quite seen her get sped up.
Fast.
Third round pick of the Chicago Sky in this draft. As this one's stolen away in the passing lane, there is Rivers. And lead back up to 9 for Connecticut.
I mean, they've done a better job of late not having them.
Peely against Miller. Peely, no, gets her own rebound. Hits the deck, out of bounds. They say last touch LA. Just like to have something to wear to the games. So make sure you gear up for game day. Here's Lacan out of the timeout, missing there. Impressive rebound taken by Peely. And laid down by 9. Have yet to lead in this game as Ogumake gets it right to the cup.
Now the threat of the fake, put it on the floor and attack the bucket.
And Lacan smoked one there. Sparks have yet to make a 3 in this game. They've done all their damage in that painted area as they're going to get Ledger Walker there for the foul.
Boston.
Ogumake from the slot, hoist up a 3. And that one off the mark.
He's like an up.
Under 5 before halftime. Nelson Adota. And that right there, her first miss of the night. She made her first 4. So Kate Money Martin into the ball game for LA. Peely on the attack. And stood up there by Burke. Nelson Adota looking to go to work now against Ogumake and going to get back to the free throw line. Nelson Adota, take a look at her numbers on the night. It's the first one to go. They want to be a season ticket member, part of the Sparks family, and get access to exclusive perks, special gifts, and much more.
It's a night so far in Boston for LA. Just have not been able to find any kind of rhythm.
Sparks 44% from the field. Connecticut 62%. And another missed 3 there by LA. Saved by Martin. Here's Gray, got to put it up. Peely to beat the buzzer. That rims off. Martin, another offensive rebound. Gray the 3. That won't go either.
LA's trying to get her third one.
Martin got her hands on that. 3.5 left in this first half. See if LA can knife into this lead a little bit. Gray. Nearly a turnover there. Dangerous pass, and they say Burke was out of bounds. Gray looking for somewhere to go. Finally, Hamby comes open. Just 5 on the shot clock for Burrell. Ray attacking baseline. The lob. Hamby, no. Gets her own miss. Block Nelson Adona, but a whistle and a foul.
To get it into D. Opportunity at the free throw line.
Hamby now up to 8 points with that make. Half of her points have come from the free throw line.
You know, it's a little thing, Rashawn, but
what we saw on Saturday from her in Washington, it was the extra pass, it was under control, it was not forcing things. Just really continuing to see the evolution of Ray Burrell. 4 on the shot clock for Burke. The blow by, too strong on the layup. Rebound, Martin. Here's Hamby running the wing. Hamby stripped there by Ledger Walker. Lacana 2-on-1. Bounce pass. Miller, the layup, good.
Nice job running the 2-on-1. Just
makes it a 9-point ball game. Burrell, and that's the first 3 of the night for LA. The Sparks